Hello all, this is a continuation of the previous video. So, in the last part, we found out the value of H, which is causing the flow. That is the level in the water difference in the water level between the upstream and the downstream wells. We found it as 0.19 meters. And what is the level of the upstream water level? It is given as 19.79 meters. Now let us continue with the design. The next component to be designed is a trapezoidal notch. Okay. Now, first thing to understand is that a trapezoidal notch, you must understand that water is going to flow into the well through the trapezoidal notch. Okay. So, what must be the bottom level of this notch? This is the notch. So, what must be the bottom level of this notch? It must be at the canal bed level, in the upstream side, isn't it? Then only the water will be flowing through it. Okay, so the water to flow into the well, the bottom part or the sill of the notch must be at the canal bed level. Now, what must be the top level of this notch? It has to be at the upstream full supply level. So here it is 20.00. That is the canal bed level. What is the upstream full supply level? It is 20.60. So this level is 20.60. Or otherwise you can say that the trapezoidal notch is having a height of 0.6 meters. Fine. So the sill will be at the canal bed level. The top will be at the canal FSL level at the upstream side. Okay. Now, first thing to understand about the trapezoidal notch is to calculate the discharge of a trapezoidal notch. You had two equations. You may be remembering one equation which is used when the trapezoidal notch is discharged freely, and there is another equation which is used when the trapezoidal notch is submerged. Okay, we have studied it in the case of in the design of trapezoidal notch drop. You have two equations, and here also first thing is to check whether the notch is falling free or if it is falling into a submerged condition. What was the equation? Q is equal to 2.99 CD raised to 3 by 2 into L plus 0.4 ND. This was the equation when the fall is free. Now, if the fall is submerged, the notch is submerged, you had a very long equation. You may be remembering the equation. Okay. For the time being, let us check if this notch is going to be free fall or is going to be submerged. Okay. Now, what is the water level in the upstream well? The upstream well, we found it as 19.79 meters. So, 19.79 meters is the water level. Now, what is the notch sill of the notch? It is at 20.00. So, here, you can see it here. This level is 19.79, okay, plus 19.79. This level is 20.00. So, how is the fall? It is a free fall, okay, because it's not submerged. If this level was above 20.00, then we have to use the equation for a submerged kind of notch. Here it is 19.79, which is below 20.00. So the fall is going to be a free fall. Okay. So the first thing to decide is whether the discharge is going to be free fall or submerged fall. Okay. Now, let us do the calculation. To find out the discharge, you have to can use this equation or you can use this one also. It will give you the same answer. This is just a combination of the basics. The trapezoidal notch is a combination of triangular and rectangular notch, and you just take the discharge of the triangle notch as well as the rectangle notch and add them together, find out the values. Okay. Other than that, here what you have to notice is that this equation is having two unknowns, right? What are the two unknowns here? L and theta. Because of that, just as what we did in the case of trapezoidal notch drop, here also you have to consider two conditions. What are the two conditions? At full supply discharge as well as half supply discharge conditions. Okay, so you have a Q which is having a full discharge, that is Q is fall down as Q itself, and also when Q is equal to Q by 2. Okay. In both these cases, you will be finding out the discharge. Okay. The L and theta value. Using these two equations, you will be finding two equations based on these assumptions, and then from these equations, you will be calculating the value of L and theta. Let us take one by one. Let us take the full supply discharge. What is the full supply discharge? It is given in the question as 0.3 meter cube per second. Okay. Also, it is given that what is the depth of flow? It is given as 0.6 meters. It is given in the question itself. Full supply depth is given as 0.6 meters. Fine. Now, what is half supply discharge? Half supply discharge will be equal to Q by 2. That is 0.3 by 2, 0.15 meter cube per second. What will be the H? Here, if the half supply depth of flow is given, then you can use that value. If it is not given, in that case, if the value of half supply depth is not given, in that case, what you have to do is, you have to consider the H value as 3 by 4th of this full supply depth. So, half supply depth is equal to, this is the half supply depth, will be equal to full supply depth into 3 by 4. Okay, this 3 by 4th of full supply depth is a half supply depth. So, in this case, it is 0.6 is the full supply depth, 3 by 4 into 0.6 is equal to 0.45. That will be the half supply depth. Based on these two assumptions, you will be making two equations. Okay, and then solving these two equations, we will get the value of theta by 2, otherwise the angle of the slope as 30 degree 32 seconds. Okay, you please do the calculation and find out the values. Now, you found out the angle theta, or actually theta by 2 here. Okay, having found out this angle, now let us do the calculation and find out the value of the sill, the depth of the dimension of the trapezoidal notch. What are the dimension parameters required here? You have to find the bottom width, top width, and the depth. Depth you already know. What is the depth? It is the level difference between at the sill and the FSL, that is 0.6 meters. Okay. Now, what is this width at the bottom part? This bottom part is the L here, right? In the equation it's given as L. What was the solution for L? L you got it as about 3 centimeter, right? So, it's about 2.5 centimeter, which you take it as 3 centimeter. So, the bottom width is 3 centimeter. Height is 0.6 meter. And this slope, or otherwise the angle here is 30 degree 32 seconds. Based on that, you have to find out the top width. That is L plus 2 tan theta by 2 into depth. Okay. So, do the calculations here, and then you will be getting the answer as 72 centimeters. Okay. So, by this we found out the complete dimensions of all the dimensions of the notch. So, you have a notch which is having a bottom width 3 centimeter, top width 74 centimeter, and a depth of 0.6 meters and side angles of 30 degree 32 seconds. Okay. This completes the dimension of the notch. Now, after completing the notch, we are moving to the well. Okay. You know there are two wells, one at the inlet and another the outlet, or upstream and downstream. Okay. First, let us consider the inlet well. Okay. Inlet well, we are going to make it out of masonry. Okay. It's going to be a masonry well. Okay. What are the different dimensions we are supposed to find out? The diameter, the height, as well as the thickness of the wall. Okay. So, as far as the diameter is concerned, we must understand that this siphon barrel is going to be it's coming out from the wall of the well, isn't it? So, because of that, you have to provide the diameter of the well about nearly double that the diameter of the siphon barrel, because this is going to be drilled into the walls or the diameter of the well. So, for that you have to provide double the diameter minimum. Okay, minimum you have to provide double the diameter of the siphon barrel. Okay, so what is the diameter of the siphon barrel here? It is 0.53 meters. So, what will be the diameter of the well? you can take it around 1.25 meters. It's just an approximation to a higher value. 1.25 meter is taken as the diameter of the well. Okay. Now, what is we are going to find out the height of the well. Okay. Height of the well. What is the top level and the bottom level? And you find out the difference between the top and the bottom level. This will give you the height of the well. Okay. First, find out the top level. The top level is always kept a bit above the canal bank. Okay. Here you can see. Here, the top level. This is the top level. Okay. So, you have to provide it a bit above the level. So, in this case, the TBL level is at, what is the TBL level? The TBL level is given as 21.6. Okay, the TBL is, top bund level is 21.60 meters. Okay, so you have to make sure the top of this is a bit above the 21.6 meter level. So, how much addition you have to provide? It's about 40 centimeter above the 21.6 level, or as the bund level. So, you fix the top level of the well of the upstream well at a height which is slightly about 40 centimeter above the top bund level at the upstream side. Top bund level here being 21.6, you provide an addition of 40 centimeter, getting it to a height of plus 22.00. Okay, so that is the height of the top bund level is kept at 22.00. Fine. Now, what is the bottom level? So, you fixed up this level 22.00 plus 22.00. Now, what is this level? The bottom level is based upon the good hard soil availability. So, here it is said that at 19.00 good hard soil is available. So, you have to keep the bottom level well below the hard soil. So, in that case, you are taking the bottom level as 18.60. Okay, a bit below the hard soil level actually. So, it is 18.60. You take it as 18.60. So, 18.60 is the bottom level here. So, what will be the height of the well? Height of the well will be 22 minus 18.6, which is 3.4 meters is the height of the well. Also, you have to provide a foundation at the bottom. You have to provide a foundation here, which will be about 60 centimeter thick. So, this level is 18.60. So, this level will be plus 18.00. Fine. So, this is the different levels of the upstream well. Also, one more thing is the thickness of the well wall. This thickness, this wall is having, this is a masonry wall. So, this masonry wall, also this one is a masonry wall. They will be having some thickness, and that thickness you take it as 45 centimeter. It's actually, it must resist the lateral earth pressure. We have to calculate the lateral earth pressure, and then we have to find out the thickness. For the time being, just take it as 45 centimeter. Okay. So, that's about the upstream or the inlet well. So, upstream inlet well is having a diameter almost double that of the siphon barrel, and it's having the top level slightly above the TBL level, and it's having a bottom level slightly below the good soil strata, and it's having a foundation about 60 centimeter. All this actually you have to do the calculation based on the soil pressure and all, and the water pressure. You have to calculate these things. For the time being, assuming it as 60 centimeter and the thickness of the wall as 45 centimeter. Okay. So, here is the picture of the upstream well or the inlet well. This level is 20.6. This is TBL level is plus 21.60. From 21.60, this level is taken as plus 22. Good strata is available at plus 19.00. So, this level is taken as 18.60 and 60 centimeter thick foundation is given, making it to 18.00. The diameter is taken as 1.25. This is the inlet water level, and this is the thickness. Fine. So this is the complete picture of an inlet well. Now we move on to the downstream well. The downstream well also you are providing the same diameter pipe. The thickness is also same. You are taking the same hydraulic parameters are one and the same. So you just provide the same thing again. Because the discharge is one and the same, you can just have the same kind of well at the downstream side also. Now one more thing is what is the height of the well. Okay, so the height here you have to take the different water. So in the downstream well, the first thing to understand is it's actually a circular well that you know, but then the earthen side is having a height at plus 20.00. Okay, the semicircular portion, the earthen side will be having a height of 20.00, but then the downstream side it will not be at that height. Okay, why? The water has to be taken out, so the bed level is taken as 20.00 at the upstream side, keep it there, but then the downstream side, or otherwise this level, the well here, that is at the downstream side, this one will be at plus 19.00. Okay, we are keeping this at the 19.00. What is this 19.00? 19.00 is actually the bed level in the downstream side, right? So you keep the upstream side at